Hello and welcome to the Games That Matter Week 7 predictions video. I got a lot on the slate this week. I got a lot on the slate every week, but this week I've fallen behind, so I'm going to jump right into everything, getting into the mix here. We're going to start off with the games tonight. Number 20, Virginia at Miami, Florida. Now, beginning of the season, I would have picked Miami to win this game hands down. Virginia has been a pleasant surprise and change of pace in the ACC this season. I got Virginia winning this one on the road. I think it'll be close, but I think Virginia's defense is a monster right now, and I think they'll give Miami quite some troubles today or tonight. Next is Colorado at number 13, Oregon. I have Oregon winning this game. They're at home. Colorado's a good team, and I think it'll be high scoring, but I got Oregon at home. On to the Saturday games, we got South Carolina at number 3, Georgia. I got Georgia winning this game. I think Georgia's kind of in a position now where they are in control of their half of the SEC. It's literally looking like it's going to come down to being between Georgia and Florida at this point. So I got Georgia at home here. I think South Carolina gives them some troubles, though. Next is number 6, Oklahoma at number 11, Texas. The Red River rivalry is back. We got a top 25 matchup, one ranking away from a top 10 matchup, and I think that's exciting. It's great to see this rivalry get some oomph back into it again. I'm picking Oklahoma on the road. Now, with Jalen Hurts on fire like he is, I think they're going to outscore Texas, but I don't think their defense is going to stop Texas. I got Texas putting up a lot of points on them, keeping up with them, but I think Oklahoma wins it last second. Next is number 16, Michigan at Illinois. I got Michigan winning this one. Illinois has been beleaguered and troubled this season, so I think Michigan continues their uptick with a win on the road here. Next is number 23, Memphis at Temple. Now, I got Memphis winning this one. It's a road game for them, but expect Temple to give them some troubles. Temple has been a good team so far this year, so don't expect Memphis to run away with this one. Number 1, Alabama at number 24, Texas A&M. The troubles will continue for Texas A&M, and that's the sad part, is they could be one of the better teams in the country and still end this season with 4 losses. I think they're going to give Alabama some trouble early. I think last week was a fluke that they were looking ahead to this game. And I think Texas A&M comes out, gives gives Alabama as much as they can handle for 3 quarters, but in the 4th quarter, Alabama will pull ahead. Florida State at number 2, Clemson. Now, this used to be a big thing a few years ago, but honestly, I got Clemson winning this one. I don't think Florida State's quite got the firepower to keep up with Clemson right now. I got Clemson at home winning this one. Michigan State at number 8, Wisconsin. I got Wisconsin winning this one at home. Michigan State's got 2 of their toughest games this season, back to back. I think Wisconsin comes away with a big win here, but I think Michigan State's defense keeps Wisconsin a little more in check than they did with Ohio State. But I think that they're going to run into a brick wall. You might even see a shutout again from Wisconsin, because this Michigan State offense is not the best in the Big Ten, and Wisconsin's defense might be the best in the Big Ten. So I got Wisconsin at home there. Next is Washington State at number 18, Arizona State. Now, I got Arizona State winning this game. I got Arizona State at home here, so I think Washington State keeps up with them. But Washington State's been struggling the last couple of weeks. I think Arizona State takes advantage of that, keeps on the uptick, and coach is going to get them into a better position as the season goes on. It's really exciting to see schools like this turn around that quickly. Next is number 25, Cincinnati at Houston. I got Cincinnati on the road here. Cincinnati's been doing wonderfully. They're a one-loss team. That one loss is to Ohio State. But otherwise, they've been playing out of their minds for the rest of the season. They played pretty well in that Ohio State game. Their defense couldn't keep up with Ohio State's offense, but their offense put up some decent numbers. all things considered, I got Cincinnati at home, or on the road, with the win over Houston. Texas Tech at number 22, Baylor. I think Baylor's going to win this one at home. Asking Texas Tech to upset twice in a row our top 25 ranked team is a little much, especially since this one is on the road. I think they had advantage last week because they were at home. I've got Baylor at home here. Next is USC at number 9, Notre Dame. Now, I'm going to pick Notre Dame at home here, but make no mistake, this is a trap game for Notre Dame, and they're prepared for it, I would think. It is a rivalry game. This is a game they tend to look ahead to. Notre Dame always wants to beat USC. USC always wants to beat Notre Dame. And I think that the unsung hero for USC is their offensive coordinator, who has been able to keep them winning games and their offense relevant in every single game on a third-string quarterback. So I think USC gives Notre Dame troubles throughout the whole game. It's going to be close, and I think Notre Dame will win it by 1 score, probably a field goal or less. I'm picking Notre Dame at home, though. Next on the list, number 10, Penn State at number 17, Iowa. This is Penn State's first real test of the season. I've got them winning on the road, and I think it's going to be very similar fashion to what Iowa was up against with Michigan. I think it's going to be low scoring. Iowa's defense is really good. It's going to be low scoring, maybe 17-10, somewhere around there. But I got Penn State on the road. Next is Louisville at number 19, Wake Forest. I've got Wake Forest winning this game at home, keeping their undefeated season alive. It's going to be interesting to see where they go from here, but I think they'll win this game at home. Number 7, Florida at number 5, LSU. This is the game of the weekend. It's going to be entertaining. I think LSU is going to win this one at home. They're going to meet their first real defensive test of the season, and I think they're gonna be held to their season low in scoring this week. But I think they're going to win still. I think it's going to be like 24-28, somewhere in that range for LSU, and somewhere in the 17-21 range for Florida. It's going to be close, and I think LSU wins it by a small margin at home. Number 15, Utah at Oregon State. I've got Utah winning this one on the road. Oregon State's been doing better recently, but still not quite over that hump of competing in the conference. I got Utah on the road. And last but not least, Hawaii at number 14, Boise State. Now, I got Boise State winning this game at home. I think Hawaii's a good team. They're going to keep up with Boise State, but I got Boise State at home winning this one, keeping their undefeated season alive and their run for the BCS position for the non-Power 5 teams. So that's it for the week. I didn't add a game this week because the last couple of times I've added one in, even when they were undefeated teams, they didn't really sneak into the top 25. In this case, last week it was Minnesota. I could have put Minnesota because I think they're going to beat Nebraska this week. I could have put them on here, but I decided not to, just because I already had 18 games. So that is it for the Week 7 predictions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think has the best chance to run the table? Is there a one-loss team you think has the best chance at making it? Or is it going to be all undefeateds this year? If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video.